Reggie Jones, co-founder of Triumph Over Tragedy. Quite a turnout, quite an event.
Yeah, we feel privileged to be able to help the Gales family, and we've gotten to know them quite well over the last several months since September when he had his accident, and we can't be more thrilled to be involved.
Now, Wesley, how did this Triumph Over Tragedy get started?
Well, I broke my neck back in 1987, and me and Reggie have gone on and had pretty successful business careers. We've always wanted to be able to give back to people, and so about 5 years ago we decided to form this foundation. So Triumph Over Tragedy Foundation specializes in helping victims from spinal cord injuries.
You know, because I know they can relate because they went through a similar thing with Wes and his brother. When he had the same injury or similar to that, you know, it's easier for me to be able to relate to them because his mother has been where I am, and my child is where he was, you know. It's just been a very close connection between the two families, and I think that we'll be a part of each other's lives forever.
Well, as we continue looking at how this does, go a little bit deeper into Triumph Over Tragedy, how many people you've helped and what you've been able to do?
Well, this is clearly the biggest project we've taken on. Primarily, we go in and rehab existing homes. So we modify doorways, put in lift systems, and it's just been a blessing. We've been doing it since about 2013. Helped primarily, most of the people we've helped have been in the Southeast, but we're going to build the Gales a home from the ground up.
Yeah, from the ground up. That's really amazing what you guys have done.
Yeah, you know, the Gales, we kind of looked at their house and was going to try to remodify it, and it just really wasn't set up. You know, it had been more trouble than it was worth, so we just decided to start from the ground up. Thought it'd be a whole lot easier.
We had a small gathering at the Shepherd Center to say goodbye, but it was a see you later because we said we weren't saying goodbye. We would just see them later. And then he told me, he said, well, you know, at the press conference, I said, well, what are they doing? And he wouldn't tell me. He said, it's a surprise. He said, but I bet I'm going to make you cry on TV. I said, oh, no, you can't make me cry on television. And my initial reaction was covering my mouth, and the tears just flowed down my face because it was something that I would have never dreamed of.
You know, I looked around and you have some really cool auction items here. Could you talk a little bit about some of the items that you have for auction at this event?
Sure, it's been overwhelming the support. I mean, you know, Todd Gurley, all of the Georgia players have sent autographed memorabilia. You know, a lot of trips, a lot of patriotic type things. But it's just been overwhelming at the Bulldog community as well as the Atlanta community for stepping up and being willing to help the Devon Gales family.
Well, guess what? I got a little insight for you, right? Wesley and I were over at the table. He was wanting to bid on some stuff, weren't you?
I'll probably write my name down once or twice before the night's over.
This foundation has been a true blessing to me and my family because at one point we didn't know what we were going to do, and as in the words of my husband, it has taken 30 years off of our life just within the blessing that they've given us with building this home for me and my family. He went 0, 50, 65, 70, 80. He's going to walk again. It just kind of certifies or just confirms the fact that he will walk again because Devon has always been a fighter. He's always been a fighter. And when he gets on that machine, it's business. He doesn't pay attention to anything I'm saying. He doesn't pay attention to anything anybody else is saying. He's all about business because he feels that he has something to prove. He knows that he's going to walk again, and he just wants to show that with his actions on everything that he put his hands on while he's in therapy.